Morning, 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 everyone. This is Trend Follow this side, and this is the this is the weekly review video where we go through the previous week's trades which followed our system. It doesn't matter if we were in those or if we are not in those. It's like a back testing session where I try to learn from the previous week and improve. It's been many years I'm doing this, but I don't stop doing the review sessions because I believe it really helps to sharpen the knife, to sharpen my skill set, and see and also get aware of what happened last week. So, like, I really personally feel that this has many benefits. So that's why I always go through the previous week sessions, see if something followed my system, and let's say I missed it or didn't miss it. Why did that happen? Let's say I didn't take a trade because of confidence. Why did that happen? Let's say it worked out. Okay, perfect, right? So let's start with the previous week session. We'll start with two names which were given in the plan, uh, which was USDCHF. The plan was uh, this is one demand, this is second demand, this is level on top of level. So it shouldn't break this, right? It shouldn't break this. So it should do this, and I did that. So this worked perfectly uh, as planned. There was a daily demand here below a weekly line. So the probability was very high. So there was this weekly high, and there was this daily. So it bounced like this. So this worked perfectly, right? And talking about perfection, nothing beats GBP CAD trade from last week. Uh, so I did mention in the plan video of last week that this is the zone which it shouldn't break, and this is the most important zone. And the explanation was basically that if we were damn bullish, it should have bounced this way. But instead, right where it should have bounced, it formed a supply, daily supply. Similarly, this is weekly, right? So similarly, let's go to monthly here. Similar logic was, so this month, remember, this monthly candle is still forming. So let's ignore this, right? But this line is a monthly block. So if we were damn bullish, it should have done this. Instead, just above this line, it form a daily supply. So has a lot of confluence with higher time frame, right? So that's why this was one of the trades mentioned in the plan video. And look at this, it touched here, boom, went down, right? I personally just took my 2 RR and I wasn't like expecting such a big down move, but I was expecting somewhere here or here. And that was in the video too. And my plan was, okay, I will lock gains here, right? Because this is also a good zone for a bounce. So I thought it can bounce because the trend is a little bit to the upside only, right? So I was in not little bit, I should say upside only, but then also took the liquidity. So this is like a turning point. So I was like, okay, let me just take my profits here. EURCAD, I didn't trade it because I was in GBPCAD, but I wanted to show how beautiful the trade was, right? So before the week started in the previous video, I said it shouldn't go up here, right? So when both EURCAD and GBPCAD uh, are forming this kind of structure, right? This kind of trade, this kind of supply, important supplies, then what will happen? Both will go down, right? So this was a 12 hour, this was a 12-hour level on top of level. And I said, at least I wouldn't expect it to break this. And boom, it went down, right? So this was EURCAD and GBP. I don't remember honestly if I mentioned this one in the video. I will have to go and look back at it. But I have a feeling I did. I wasn't honestly expecting this gap to get filled, right? But once it did, you know it's coming in this region because to fill this fair value gap, okay? If you need to understand what is fair value gap, there are videos out there. I would be making one later. But this fair value gap, this area, or I should just say for now, this zone, to break this, to go above this is not easy. So once it did, you can expect something like this. It could have come here or it could have come here, but it wants this area. And this area was perfect for sort. Why? Because there's this beautiful, beautiful daily supply, right? And there was the weekly confluence also. Look at that. So perfect down move. So that's where you can expect it to go down. And I think it was in the video. So this is the reason this worked perfectly. Now, one thing which I didn't see at all, I mean, I saw it, but I was less confident on it was JPY pairs. Because I think JPY had a signal of weakness or something. It didn't give me so much confidence. But what I could have seen was this GBP USD, GBP CAD, all of them are coming in supply, especially USD, right? So when they are coming in supply, what is other name which is coming in supply? This one, right? So there was a great weekly supply here, and I could have traded it because overall this trend also favors it. Now the question is, why didn't I trade it? So my reasoning was that this is a zone where it can bounce, right? You have this demand here, so it can bounce. So I was just being safe here. Uh, Once it broke this demand, then I know it can go down, right? But then my risk to reward is not there. So that's the reason I didn't take this trade. Plus, these equal highs can attract the price. So it's better to be safe than sorry. But what worked in this trade favor is both Euro JPY and GBP JPY had this bearish engulfing candle, and specifically Euro JPY also didn't have like great equal highs, right? And so what that worked in my favor, that both of them came here at the same time with GBP USD, so you can expect it to go down, right? But do I regret it? No, not really, because uh, firstly, I followed my plan, but secondly, there were reasons not to take it. One thing I would also say is, I wanted to show you this, right? So imagine we are in this trade, right? Like on, so this is where sometimes I use the understanding of time in candle. Like the way I use it is sometimes think about this way. When Euro JPY is coming in this region, right? So the low of Friday, so Monday, is this area, right? So it opened here. So there must be a green candle like this, right? On, but on what day? Tuesday. So just at the start of the week, we are here in this supply. Isn't it too early, right? So then you know it can do this or this. And that's where the trend comes in. So sometimes I knew for sure when it will come here, it will pull back. Uh, will it pull back till here? I didn't know that. I knew it will pull back, right? So that's why I could have taken a small shot for this pullback, right? So what do I mean by that? So there's this confluence here. So what I could have done is something like this, right? And just took my 2 hour here. Ideally, it could have come here, right? But I would have rather taken GBPJPY. So if I could have done that, that would have been great, right? But I don't think it can. It has to test most probably this region, something like that. Because why? Because time. It's Tuesday. It's too early of the week. Almost Monday for the weekly supply, right? Uh, it is what it is. But again, we cannot say for sure that it will come here, but we could have said something like this or this, and you grab this move. So yeah, that was the learning that. I wanted to share, and I was during the week it didn't click. So yeah, I was happy with the week, but that doesn't stop me from learning. I took my 2 hour, and I was happy with it. Hope you learned something. I know these review videos feels like trading in hindsight, but it's not. It's basically sharpening your skill, understanding what you missed. Like for example, in JPY pairs, I missed that, and it's fine. Sometimes, uh, what how does a zone look like in daily versus 8-12 hours? So these backtesting sessions are damn important. I feel it teaches me, it keeps me updated and everything, right? So if this helps you, let me know. If this doesn't help you, let me know and give me the reason why it doesn't help you, and I can make better videos. But the idea is just to help everyone. The idea is to learn from the previous week. The idea is to keep getting better. Again, I hope this helps. I hope you like it. Please feel free to like, share, comment. Please feel free to give feedback. I'm always open for it. I'll continue making these. I'll continue trying to do my part to help others. Right. You guys have a great trading week. Thanks, guys.